so this helped me remember that death that we experience now, it's only a temporary thing. And very soon it will be done away with. And we won't have to worry about losing our loved ones or people we care about.
Well, that's comforting for me, knowing, that death will be done away with. But how about those that we've already lost in death? What good does that do them that it's going to be done away with?
Well, Acts 24:15 also tells us that both the righteous and the unrighteous will be resurrected. And so that also helps me remember that I will see my grandfather again in the future, and it also strengthens my hope for the future.
Well, I can see how that would help a grieving person, because that is encouraging. But what about those with disabilities? If they're going to suffer their whole life and they never die, won't there be torture for them? It doesn't seem right.
Oh, the prophet Isaiah also recorded another promise about those with disabilities. And it's at Isaiah 35, verse 5 and 6. It's Isaiah 35, verse 5 and 6, and that reads, "At that time the eyes of the blind will be opened, and the ears of the deaf will be unstopped. At that time the lame will leap like a deer, and the tongue of the speechless will shout for joy. For waters will burst forth in the wilderness, and streams in the desert plain." And so this tells us that the blind will be able to see, the deaf will be able to hear, and those that cannot speak will shout for joy. And even in the deserts, there'll be streams. So that promise is a beautiful future for us. And also at Isaiah 65, verse 21 and 22 is another promise for the future. If you don't mind, can you read for us? It's Isaiah 65, verse 21 and 22.
It says, "They will build houses and live in them, and they will plant vineyards and eat their fruitage. They will not build for someone else to inhabit, nor will they plant for others to eat. For the days of my people will be like the days of a tree, and the work of their hands my chosen ones will enjoy to the full."
And so that helps us remember that in the future, even the homeless will have a place to live, and they won't have to pay somebody to build their houses for them. They will build for themselves. And we will not labor for somebody else to enjoy our fruitage. And wouldn't you say that would be a better future than what we have today?
Well, it's a much better future than what we're experiencing today. So death will be done away with, and people will be healed. But when is that going to happen? When we all go to heaven?
Well, the Bible also tells us where this promised future will be and where we can enjoy it. But it looks like we have to go back to work now. So if you don't mind, tomorrow I could show you from the Bible where this promised future will be.
I would really enjoy that.
Oh, and for your friend, this is a magazine that helped me a lot, and it's entitled "When Someone You Love Dies," and I'm sure it'll help her a lot.
I would like to look at that. I think I'd like to share that with her. Thank you very much.
I'll see you tomorrow.